out. And I didn't know then that what I was doing was journaling or what we call that now, but just really taking the time to write stuff down in your own hand, not typing it on a computer, but to literally write on paper how that makes a difference. And so what you're talking about here is just this really large scope of looking at, we're talking about a weight loss journey, but really what we're talking about is a life journey and how weight is just a factor that happens along the way when you have all these other stressors that are interfering.
So true. So true. And once you start realizing and it goes back to what we said in the last podcast about setting up your boundaries, it's just so amazing how everything starts to fall in place. You start working on what is deep in your conscious, and we start pulling that out. And some things you realize, you know what, that wasn't my fault. I need to let it go. Things to that degree. Somebody traumatic happened to you, how do you let it go? And sometimes you have to do forgiveness too. And sometimes you have to forgive yourself. Once you we start getting that on paper, and we start drawing about it or writing manifestation words on it, and you start putting it together, it's so therapeutic. And you come through that and you're like, wow. And then we set up tools on how to recognize when it's coming and to be able to things. I'm very spiritual, and sometimes, I'll be like, okay, God, walk me through this, give me, how should I be handling this? What way should I go and deal with whatever the issue that's coming up? Or is this the right thing for me to go do? Can you help me understand if this is the thing that I should be doing?
Interesting. So that's really, really powerful because what you're talking about is really just helping people to pull it all together. And I think that one of the other pieces that goes along with all of the work that you're doing with your mind and your body and your spirit is also to rest. So how does rest play a role in this whole process of self-healing in that would ultimately lead to the weight loss and clarity of thought?
So rest is important, and taking time like that meditation time, whether you do it in the morning, do it in the evening, it's taking time to do that. That is hard to do because we have to almost schedule it. We are so busy in society today that we forget to take care of ourselves. And that's where I work on you being your authentic self and to continue with tools that help you to say no to things, help you to have your boundaries in place. And we're not going to be 100% successful, but when we eat right, we feel right, we sleep right. So when we work on all those tools together, then rest should come, I don't want to use easily, but should come a little better for you and when you're sleeping. And if it doesn't, there's things that I work on with my clients that are healthy alternatives to help them go to sleep at night. But getting that, I have to have at least 7 hours of sleep. So I have started a thing where at 10 o'clock at night, I'm turning everything off and I'm making myself go to bed.
Mhm. That's really powerful. I mean, I agree with you. I have to have 7 hours as well, 7 or 8. I really need the full amount of time. I don't know how people survive on 3 and 5 hours of sleep. I know a lot of people do, but it doesn't work for me. I would not be a good person throughout the day if I didn't have enough rest each night. So, what are some of the tools that we can use to help us to quiet our minds so that we can rest fully?
Definitely turn off your phones, turn off the TV. The only thing I have my TV on for is I use it for YouTube to play. There are these bells, they're like medicine bells. I'm completely drawing a blank on what it is. Or I'll put sound waves on, just like sound music, seascapes and things like that on to help me sleep. So you can find those things that will help you rest. My friends always laugh when we go away at events together. I have these headsets and I play soundscapes in my ears so that I block out everybody's talking when I go to sleep, and I'm out like a light in 10 minutes. So, so things like, yeah. Some people it's reading, but I definitely turning off the TV and all the white stuff that we have going on around us.
A lot of times people go to sleep with the TV on, or they might have the TV or their phone be the last thing that they look at just before they say, okay, I'm exhausted. I can't, keep my eyes open any longer. So they turn the TV off and turn over, or stop looking at their phones and turn over. So you're saying that that's not the way that we should go off to sleep.
I'm saying turn off your TV, but only reason why my phone or my TV's on is to play that music. So if I don't have anything that can play music nearby, that's the only reason why it's on. I'm not watching a TV show. I don't have some people turn the news on and things like that. I don't do any of that.
Okay. So, with the little bit of time that we have left, tell us about the retreat that you have going on for women in San Juan, Puerto Rico in 2020.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun, and talk about health. So my friend Shari, she comes and she helps us do some really healthy meals. It's all tied around really good, healthy food and such. But it's really about shackling your boundaries. And we have amazing speakers that are going to be coming. It's March 26th through March 30th. It includes all your food, your lodging, everything. We do breakout sessions. But the best part is you hang in your pajamas, no makeup on. And I tell the ladies, if you want to let the girls hang loose, you can. But we're literally on the beach. We have activities we do to help you with empowering you to accomplish whatever the goals are, whether it's health. We have somebody talking about health at the retreat, whether it's set a vision you have going on. But we've seen women leave there, start a new job, close a business and open up a new business, leave abusive relationships that, believe it or not, I would have never even known that person had been in that, because it's such a safe space that we create at our retreats that when we leave there, we are a tribe of amazing women that support and uplift each other even after the retreat's over.
Wonderful. So where can people get more information about the retreat?
So you're going to go to wsliving.com/retreats. Again, wsliving.com/retreats. And you can get tickets there. They're $250 off right now with the code Black Friday until December 15th. And you're going to have a blast. You should be there. Everybody, I wish I could have room for masses of people.
Okay, very good. Space is limited, so you want to get those tickets right away. That's March 26th through 30th in San Juan. And Pearl, I just want to thank you again for all of the wisdom and information that you've shared with us today. And again, if people did not hear the first part of our conversation, they can go to Society Bites Radio and look for Write Your Plan Radio to hear part one of this conversation. And again, Pearl, thank you. And thank you to all of our sponsors. We appreciate each of you. And tune again next week for more interesting interviews on things that you need to know.